matching hundreds. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the San Francisco 49ers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's still on his feet. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mack off the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Taylor. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
And he's going to be taken down. Penalty marker on the field, however. Which side is this on? And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
The passer defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
2nd down, McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
This goes to Mack on the check down. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Taylor. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12 game, and he'll be brought down by the Colts.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
As far as defensive starters go, here they are for Indianapolis. And they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
On 2nd down and 4, Taylor, and his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Taylor, and he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run. Check three.
On 1st down, Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Here's Taylor. It's complete to Hopkins. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Let's get it. Check. Watch 54. We ain't giving up nothing.
They go play action now. Taylor. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They go play action here on 1st down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Taylor now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Taylor. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
24 is the mic. So we got man.
Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Cross.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Open man is Switzer, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They run the counter. McKinnon.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
From the 41. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ben Gideon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Taylor to throw, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Taylor looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out, and the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday Night Football. But let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Houston Texans. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll wrap up the weekend with a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. In our game, it's Tyrod Taylor who's been on the offensive in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. McKinnon, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13. Taylor, his throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and Taylor hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Your trip is here.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. They go right back to Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Taylor to throw on 3rd down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Second and 5 now. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
65, 65, 65.
On first down, McKinnon. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here again is McKinnon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
24 is the mic.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Hurd. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They go play action here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinnon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Taylor. He's got it to Hilton. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Taylor toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's caught by Funchess.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So that one will be accepted. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes this one to Mack. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run the draw play with Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Funches has it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Taylor into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Come on out here. Come get some.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Throwing now is Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank